Welcome to Down South Football Podcast, man. It's a Thursday edition. We are in the building, man, and it is time for some predictions, a little fun, and some other things that's gonna happen today. However, first we got to introduce our boy, Mr. DL Gardner 205. David Gardner, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, all is well. All is well. All is well.
What is going on at the bottom of this screen?
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I decided to take a different approach this week. No, it is hate week. But you know what though? I'm in my smooth, I'm in my chill mode. I got the candles lit, soft music playing, sipping on some 2003 Merce Auto, you know what I'm talking about? Just in a nice smooth atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? You know, the nice chill, cool mode, you know what I'm saying? Linen, you know what I'm saying? White linen hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, man. How everybody doing tonight, man? Welcome, y'all.
I have absolutely no idea what he's saying, people.
That is.
Let me hit the music.
That is the music. We don't need no music. What are you doing?
I'm turning it off.
Oh boy, boy, you got some music too? Like,
I did have the music playing. You know, they had me a nice little Eric Benet. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one I want in the background. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know.
Aaron, I tried to tell him earlier. I don't know why. My word for the day is irrelevant.
Irrelevant. And look, Aaron, when Nard threw it in there, I was like, no. I said, I'm gonna mention it. I said, but bro, we ain't finna go in depth on that.
I didn't really mention it. I didn't say it was gonna be. I'm just like, I forgot about it. That was my whole thing. But hey, anyway, before we go into that, Dave, if something else you want to say about what's going on right now on this Thursday night?
Yeah, I mean, do I really need to talk about it? Last I looked at it, they were losing. But anyway.
What?
Yeah, man. That's why I ain't say nothing.
Oh, boy. I was ready to give you a shine, man. Alabama A&M playing Mississippi Valley State tonight on ESPNU, man. Oh, Lord. Here go Chuck. Here go Chuck.
Oh, God, man.
Hey,
man, come on,
Chuck
man.
made sure.
Say nothing.
Oh, look at Chuck. Chuck spilling all the tea. It's a classic hangover, Dave. It's a classic. What quarter is it in, Chuck? What quarter is it in, Dave?
Well, it's halftime, man.
It's halftime. Hey, look, we're going to come out halftime. They're going to come out halftime. They're going to kill it. They're going to kill it, man. They're going to kill it.
If we lose tonight, you know what the talk going to be. You already know it.
What's the talk going to be?
What?
That seed a little steamy.
Whoa!
Hold on, we're not going there. We're not going there right now. We're not going there right there. I'm with you.
I'm just letting you know what the people gonna be talking about.
All right.
You heard it here first.
We're gonna talk about that later because we got some special guests that's gonna be in the building tonight. Talk about some one of the big games, of course, is Southern versus FAMU. We got North Carolina Central. Need them to come through. We're going to talk about that game, but we got some special guests coming in for the Tennessee-Georgia game and for the Bama LSU game by the time we get to that with the predictions, man. So, look, let's go ahead and kick it off, man. Y'all know what it is, man. So, hey, it's the prediction show, right?
Yes, sir.
So, well, how you going to answer from the mic? I'm trying to be confused. I'm so confused. How you going to answer for the mic? But let's just go ahead and talk about it. If y'all looking for Tuck, he'll be on hopefully in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So
nobody's looking for Tuck.
Well, Pat might be.
Here
we go.
Okay. You were ready to throw this up here, wasn't you?
You were one.
Yeah, he was.
Why was I ready to throw it up? It's the same percentages as last week.
Is it really?
The only percentage that changed was Ben.
He went down, didn't he?
By a smith of a point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, barely. It was like one of those 0.4. If he had been 0.5, he'd have went up.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, Renard. Congratulations. You'll have a league next week.
How you figure, bro?
Man, these games we got coming up, bro. I don't know where I'm at with it. I mean, I literally see 4 or 5 losses already that I could possibly have.
Well, look. Just like last week, bro. We all went through it, man. We all went.
Right, you still ain't really had no bad week, Dave. You really haven't.
No, but I feel it. That dang on NCCU and Howard. Well, I'm always gonna be wrong on that one. I already know it.
Hey, man, look, we don't know what's gonna happen yet. But hey, that's where we are with the rankings right now. So hey, it's close though. I mean, I'm telling you, one like you said, one good week, one bad week can really swing it, man. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll figure what the winner gonna win at the end of the year. I ain't with the punishment stuff. Yeah, y'all can keep that, bro. Y'all can keep that at all. So we're gonna move on with that, man. Hold on. I can stay for the whole show. Dave, $5 Northwestern over OSU. Crazy pick of the week. I'll watch the recording. Okay.
Oh wow, Sean coming in hot with that one.
Sean coming in hot. Sean supposed to be on the YouTube. I don't know why he ain't on the YouTube.
If you feel that good in that one, Sean, you might want to put some money on that, Jack.
Hey, Sean, go ahead and send me $5. I'll send it back.
Hey, well, that's what he say. That's what he say, man. So let's go ahead and let's get it started, man. See what we're gonna go at. See what we're gonna be this week. Seriously. Ooh, Lord, let's just go ahead and do it. Florida versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a 3-point favorite, basically because they at home. Basically, it's an even game. 11 a.m. ESPN.
And it's an 11 o'clock kick.
And it's 11 o'clock kick. I just want to know what you're feeling, man. Y'all got to tell me what's going on. I mean, tell your boy something.
What are we about to see?
Right, like I'm with you. Like I don't even.
I mean, okay, quarterback.
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. You got it.
Say quarterback. I'll get a nod to Florida right now.
Right.
Man, I don't even freaking know, man. What the game play at Texas A&M? Texas A&M.
It's at Texas A&M.
They lost last week. Right? Did they lose last week?
I think so. Oh,
Florida lost. Man, give me Texas A&M at home. That's the only thing I can do. Give me.
He's gonna rub the home team.
I'm scared of Aaron. I'm even scared of the sauce. And the spread ain't with 3.
I'm just saying you should go ahead and take the sauce, man. Why not take the sauce and go ahead and put it in there and see what you got? Go and see what you're doing.
No, you're not baiting me. You're not baiting me. I don't trust Texas A&M.
I ain't baiting, man. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, nothing.
I'm just saying, man. When it come down to it, you just might as well go ahead and pull the trigger and make it better.
Yeah, make it better, baby.
Y'all make sure y'all stick around for our special guest, man. Make sure y'all there. Sean, I wish you could be here the whole show. I really do. But it's going to get really interesting. So,
right.
Ben, who you got?
Take them in the sauce. Put the sauce on it.
I got
peer pressure. Okay. Peer pressure.
Okay. You know
peer
what?
pressure.
You know what? you know, Jimbo's my guy, and Jimbo is been known as being a Florida killer as far as Miami and Florida. But you know what? This is it. The tables have turned. You know what I'm saying? He pulled off what he needed to pull off against Miami. He did. He was able to pull it. I mean, it was so long ago, people forgot about it because after the way they don't look. But I can't.
We really talking about Miami? Okay.
I can't roll with him on this one, man. I'm going, even though Florida has had a couple of people that have been dismissed or have left the team this week, as I've been informed, they tried to argue about Cox. We all know he actually played the part of the other guy that said it didn't matter. So it's okay. I digress.
That's because Cox is going on strike 3. We're moving on.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. But in this matchup, man, I'm going to go ahead and take Florida, man. Give me Florida with the sauce. AR-15, brother. Just handle your business. That's it.
Remove my sauce.
No, you want to go?
We can't even get to the first. We can't even get to the first pick.
I can't take 2 L's on this game. I can't take double.
That's smart. That's smart.
I'm taking
win. You win. Loss. You loss.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
So basically, Florida win. I'm good money either way it go.
Yeah.
You know, this has to be one of the most. Texas A&M probably one of the most disappointing teams in the country, man. Just for
But you told people that next year was their year.
I told next year was going to be
You've been the only one that been hollering that.
Well, that's because the hype got into it. When people got into the Jimbo versus Saban hype and the number 1 recruiting class, they just automatically thought it was going to be success. I'm like, they ain't had no. Anyway, but let's look at them a little bit, man. The Aggies are going to be 99th in the country in scoring. They ranked 87th in running the ball and just 92nd in throwing it. That's not a good recipe. That's not a good recipe for anything. Haynes King is
questionable.
No, Haynes King is still listed as questionable, but the freshman came in there, did his thing last week. Outside the interceptions, he really did his thing. But, however, Florida just got a little bit more, and the Florida defense is more solid, and their running attack is better. And Texas A&M is getting up a lot, man. Give me Florida. I give me Florida.
Did Tuck give us a pick via the chat?
No, Tuck didn't give us another because he can't check right now.
Okay.
They start talking to the chef.
All right.
Chef, let me know when I need to send you that money, Adrian Terry. Let me know when I need to send you that money, man. I'm ready.
Aaron said, hey, he said, A&M lost the whole month in October.
I'm just saying, man. And they own a what, 4-game losing streak?
Yes.
Yeah, they lost the whole month of October, man. That's where we at. That's where we at with them. So Pat said, don't take the sauce, Dave.
No, not take. I take an L, but I can't take the double L.
I don't blame you. I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you on that. So let's move around a little bit. MEAC, baby. The Howard Bison are leading the MEAC right now. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Versus North Carolina Central, who I still got a grudge against what they did with me a couple weeks ago with Davis Richard. I just want to know. We got 1 p.m. ESPN 3.
Hold on. No, let me get my tuck on for a moment for 2 seconds. Howard is now a Jordan Brand, and we already know what Jordan Brand, the jump man, means. So, for no other reason than, as Tuck would say, Jordan Brand, Nike will win this. Give me Howard in my best Tuck impression.
Okay.
Because if he was hit us, what he would do.
I'm just saying.
First of all, man, if y'all not following, I honestly, let me be honest, I really didn't start following the MEAC until about 2 weeks ago, man. And this is the most interesting conference because it ain't but 6 of them. And everybody's beating up on everybody. This is wild. But I do not believe with Howard in Howard. I have not believed in Howard all year. You got a 6-2 NCCU, even though they lost 2 games that I didn't think they would lose.
The South Carolina State one for sure. Yeah.
And they lost to was it Norfolk last week? Was it Norfolk State?
I can't remember right now at this particular point.
No, it was worse than that. Williams. They lost to doggone. Who they lose to? Morgan. No, they beat Morgan State. They lost to somebody else. So now scratch that.
Now who's filibustering on the floor?
Yeah, man, I'm filibustering, baby. I already told you. I told you these games out, it was gonna be a problem.
Now who filibustering about?
Let me say. They actually did win last week. They beat Delaware State. They beat Delaware State last week. They lost to South Carolina State, and they lost bad to Campbell. Campbell blew them out.
Howard rolling though.
Yeah, Campbell blew them out.
But you know what? I digress. I'm not picking Howard none this year. Really, because I'm kind of salty because they're a Jordan Brand. So, give me NCCU. I'm done.
Okay. All righty. Howard sits in first place in the MEAC with a 2-0 conference record. Okay. North Carolina Central is 6-2 with a 2-1 conference record. Right.
Right.
My boy Davis Richards, is doing his thing. Howard got some good players and they safety and all that kind of stuff like that. But I believe, like everybody else believe, it's time for the rain to come in. Give me those NCCU. And boy, if I had that spread, I'll put the sauce on it.
Man, ESPN don't even have it.
Trust me, I looked for it for like 45 minutes.
So I'm dolo on NCCU again, right? I was the only one that got South Carolina State the last time.
You go ahead if you think.
Tuck probably gonna do Howard. Never mind. I won't be by myself.
Oh, that's fine. Y'all can have it. I'm definitely going North Carolina Central University. I'm telling you right now. So that's who I'm with them. I'm with them for a long, long time. Moving on from there. Moving on now. Let's get up to. Oh, now he in the chat, and he in the wrong chat. Anyway, as usual, let's just move on a little bit, man. Let's go. Speaking of, this is what y'all want. Baylor versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a 3.5-point favorite. So basically, we're talking about the home hook. 2 p.m. ESPN Plus. Oh, I just got a text. Somebody gonna be on early. All righty. Okay, ESPN Plus. So, Dave, do you take your boys, Baylor? Your boys, Baylor. You know you're an honorary bell. And or do you take the other team that you like, the Oklahoma Sooners? Tell me what you got. And this game is on ESPN Plus. Good Lord, have mercy.
And Gabriel's playing, right?
That's going to be my question. Yes. Yeah, I don't see him out. That's why going to be my question.
Man, give me those goddamn on Baylor Bears, man. Look, I don't like this Baylor team. I'm going ahead and say it again. I say it every week.
You say it every week, but you picked them.
I pick them. Yeah, I'm going to roll with them. But I don't like this Baylor team. I like the fun and gun Baylor. I ain't really feeling this what they doing. But they play good defense. They do run the ball. So, give me Baylor.
Okay, Ben.
The battle of the 5 and 3s, man. Y'all said Gabriel. Well, we haven't confirmed it, but it looks like he will be playing. Oklahoma's at home. 3.5-point favorite. Like Dave said, this Baylor team has been very up and down this year. They've been very interesting. But I like the way Venables is trying to, I ain't going to say right the ship, but turn things in a positive direction so he can have a little bit rolling going into year 2. So I'm going to take Oklahoma in this matchup.
Are you taking Sauce?
No, I'm not. No, I don't believe in Oklahoma like that. No, like you said,
Not even with 3 points. Not even with 3 points.
Nope. This game got safety, last second, 1 point. This game got that written all over it. No, nope.
Okay, I got Pat. Stop. Pat, stop. Okay, we're not talking about that right now. Stop putting business out there. We're not gonna say who they interviewed. Okay, who they contacted, because we already know one name that made me just go to the bathroom and throw up. But moving on.
Kevin Steele.
No, but it's just as bad. It's just as bad.
I was about to throw that out there. I was like, boy, ain't no way on God's green.
Right. He's on some people. He's on some people's list. But I digress. Let me just be quiet right now. Let me just move on. Oklahoma, man. Oklahoma's really loaded on offense, man. And Gabriel's he struggled last week against Iowa State, but he's doing pretty good overall. Right. Got the wideouts, got doing all this good stuff, man. Oklahoma is at home. However,
comma.
So Baylor is strong. Uh-oh. Did Ben freeze?
I think he froze.
What's going on? Okay, he froze. So I can keep going. I just want to make sure it wasn't me because it's been me lately. So Baylor is strong. The running back Reese, that guy. Sharpen is the quarterback. He's consistent. So they're a good football team. And I believe more in Reese in the fact in Oklahoma struggling defense, especially with stopping the run, man. Give me Baylor and give me the Sauce. If he can even hear that.
No, I got you. Okay,
cool.
I was just waiting on you to finish. I'm here.
Baylor got you. Yeah. Give me Baylor with the sauce, man. That's why I'm going with that. So put a little sauce on it.
It wasn't me. What are we doing?
Check your email since you trying to be funny. Not you guys. But check your email. I don't know what kind of email you got. You need a new one. You need a new email address.
Right, you watching? You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, you know what's going on. You know what it is. So yeah, that's what I got, man. But moving on to the next game for right now. Let's see who we got. We got As the saying goes, keep it down home, cuz.
Okay.
UTSA versus UAB. UAB is a 1.5 point dog at home, so take that for what it is. 2:30 p.m. It's on Stadium and on ESPN Plus. UAB is struggling a little bit, just a little bit there from where they normally are. So let's go ahead and see what you got, Dave.
I mean, if Debo can get rolling, which I think that he will, but without fumbling the ball, shucks. I still like this UAB team. They just been kind of struggling. I think turnover's been an issue. At least that was the issue at Western Kentucky. I still like this UAB team. Can they beat UTSA? They are at home. And I think it's time for the Blazers to get them a win, man. Yeah. I'm rolling with the Blazers. Yeah, roll with the Blazers.
Okay, I hear you on that, Dave. I mean, Ben, what you got?
When I initially saw this UT, I thought we were talking about UTEP because we already know what happens in El Paso, Texas. But I digress. This is University of Texas San Antonio, if I'm not correct. That's what the SA stands for. If I'm right, let me know.
Yeah, you are correct.
You got UAB as a 1.5 as a 1.5 point underdog, man. I like the way UAB. I want to go with them because they're from the crib, but on this one, I'm gonna dare to be indifferent.
Okay.
Give me UTSA.
All right, man. Look at here, man. Everybody wants to pick the home team with UAB and all that kind of stuff like that. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
UTSA big.
I'm with Pat on this one, man. UTSA is 4-0 in the conference. They're doing the thing. UAB is only averaging 190 passing yards per game. And the quarterback is not making great decisions. And a lot of people are upset with the offensive coordinator. I digress on that point. UTSA is 6-2, doing the things in the conference. So I want to pick the home team, but everything in me says UTSA. So give me UTSA with the sauce. So double me up on it, baby. Double me up on this one.
Okay, you got it.
I'm looking for Debo to have a big game, man. He just need to hold the dang on ball, and they can win.
Oh, somebody's made a. Well, I don't know. Is he really
here?
Is he here? Are you posting a picture, his video, or what we doing? What's going on? Tuck, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
God damn it! He started talking before I could get the picture.
You are a menace.
He down there on that Coosa internet, boy.
You got a river.
Hey, that's not right, Dave.
Turn your hotspot on.
That is the hotspot. Why you?
I mean, why you tripping about that, man? Look, man.
I got him on that one. I got him on that one, y'all.
That's fine. That's fine. See, you gonna get him? We should have got Ben earlier then.
Yeah. We should have. But you've been trying to talk.
But look, man. Look. Before we even move on to the next game, let's go ahead and, man, we want to bring in one of our special guests, man. Our guy, one of our special guests coming through. Mr. As I call him, just Mr. Georgia. That's Mr. Georgia. That's Mr. Brooks Austin of Dogs Daily SI. We about to bring him in, man. If y'all not subscribed to his YouTube channel, if you like real football, and I mean real football, by breaking it down all the way, there ain't too many people in this country better than what Brooks can do. Nope. So, also subscribe to the man Patreon. Here we go. Let's bring in the man, Brooks Austin. It's the man.
Gonna come in here smooth. Y'all already know it.
Hey, let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna hire you to just plug me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, you just handle all the business. You just check all the boxes. You said follow the man on Twitter. You hit the YouTube page and the Patreon, dog. You hit all the boxes, man. I appreciate that. That's all I love.
Hey, man, we got to get that money. Everybody got to get the money.
Everybody got to eat. Everybody got to eat.
Right.
Everybody got to eat, man. So you know how it is. What's going on with you, man?
Man, I can't complain. I'm a little overwhelmed by the workload, but hey, it is what it is. At this point in the week, man, the film study is done. Dude, I do 3 hours. I think we did 3 hours on camera of film study, like literally.
You did.
And like, I think if you ask high school staffs, how often are you talking to your team? How often are you in front of a board? They would probably tell, like, in front of a week, like they would probably tell you like 3 hours, right? Maybe like 3 or 4 hours. So like the workload that goes into just preparing those 3 hours for the audience, dude, it's been a grind this week. But I find these weeks are for me no different than football players. Right. These weeks are like 1 in 13, 1 in 15.
Right.
If you're in my position as an individual in this media space, if you aren't pulling 85-hour weeks this week, when the fuck are you? Pardon my language.
You good.
No,
you good.
Like, if you aren't putting it in this week, you don't love this. And I love this. Y'all know that. So it's been a lot this week. It's been stressful, but I've had a good time, man. I've had a joy. I've had a blast. I've had a good time studying Tennessee, man. They're fun to watch. They're fun to study.
But you broke Tennessee down about as well as I've seen anybody do it, man. Like,
they gonna mess around and put you on staff, Brooks. They gonna mess around and put you on staff. I'm just telling you.
They know where to find me, bro.
Exactly. I'm just telling you. The way you point it out and breaking it down, I'm telling you, they're gonna mess around. You're gonna get that phone call. They're gonna throw your ass on staff.
College or bust. We've always said it. College or bust. I respect high school coaches more than anything in this world, but I couldn't do it, man. Can't do it. We might be doing it this spring and this fall just because you got to get your feet wet.
Right.
But yeah, guys, like, I mean, you get it, man. Eventually I'll be on the field. Us people, we can't help but scratch it. Eventually I'll scratch it. I just don't know where. Somebody smart enough's gonna take a shot, because I think the number one thing that my audience has definitely grown to love and something that is more important in coaching than even in my business that I'm currently in is the ability to communicate the knowledge, the ability to take something that's super complex and make it like really simple. That's education, family. Right. That's what that is. Like being able to take something that's super hard and make it feel like it's like real simple and digestible. I think that's something that I'm super gifted at, as well as the ability to balance relationships and cultivate relationships. And if you can do those two things, I think you can coach for sure. So yeah, if that were my ad, if that were my pitch, if I were in a room, that'd be the one I'd give for sure. Other than just watch me, just like go show up to a game, go show up to a practice, go and go watch me around young men who play this game that have a relationship with me, and see how the relationships have been developed and see how they respond to me. I think that's the most important thing. I think like coaches lose locker rooms because they can't relate, man. That's it. They can't reach across the aisle and say like, this is where we're common. Mm-hmm. This is where we can go. So there you go.
Dave, you mighty quiet over there.
Hey man, I'm just taking it all in. My boy Brooke came in the room. He ain't even holler at me, man. That's all right. He ain't even holler at me, man.
Since I last seen you, David, you got a nice little backdrop. I like that.
Hey man, appreciate it, man. I'm gonna change it up, man. I'm gonna go back.
I see the comments talking about this guy came in here with a soliloquy. They must not know me. I'm an air eater, dog. I'm an air eater. That's what I do up in here. I'm an ISO not clear out. Let me eat.
You gotta let them know. I think Brooks is one of those people that we should, give him his own little special intro at some point, because I caught the beginning of your YouTube how you had it mixed up. I was like, I'm gonna start calling you the remix god. Okay,
hey, I'll give you a number. It costs a pretty penny, but I know a guy. Don't worry about that.
I know a guy.
I got a guy for everything. I got a guy for everything. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. So look, man, we got Brooks in here.
Yes, sir.
Representing Dog Daily SI, and all of a sudden, we about to get into the two biggest games of the week. Cause guess what? My boy Blake is up in here of AYS Sports, man. So we got AYS with LSU. We got Brooks with Georgia, man. I told y'all to stay tuned, but y'all didn't want to listen. Blake.
Good evening, everybody.
What's going on, Blake? What's happening with you, brother?
You might out deep me.
So my buddies over at the Golden Boot,
That's right.
and heard me. Put me up on this Crown Roll Peach.
Oh,
Your
bro,
boy
Pete.
feeling a little good.
Yo, Pete. Hey, look,
I ain't
No
gonna
shit.
lie to you, boy.
No shit.
Ooh-wee.
Hey,
You know what they had to know about the Crown Roll of Peace.
Ah, man.
talk
I'm
about
about to take Ben out the show. He done ran out.
Oh,
Let's just take him out. Why you running out?
I gotta say, Ben on the Golden Boot Pod, that man was drinking a Michelob, Miller Lite, and he was drinking a Jack Daniels, all straight out the bottle. I'm like, man, this man depressed. Florida State done lost to NC State. This man depressed. I'm like, man, somebody go save this man. That's just me, though.
Hey, man, look. These are two of the best in the business that we got in here with tonight,
you
man.
might have found the
Let me
only
join
more
my brothers.
charismatic-
Let me
you
join
might
my
have found the
brothers.
only more charismatic individual I've ever met
Let me join
on the
my
internet. Blake Ruffing. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you. You can put an O in that end. It's a little Italiana, mob ties. You know what I'm saying? Pizza, missionary style mob ties. You heard me?
Let me hear that one more time.
Hey, our boy Aaron.
Nice to meet you too, man.
It's about to be an AA
meeting.
Hey, look, you got to meet your people that meet your people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We all one big happy family in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Look, y'all done made Ben night. Y'all know y'all had that friend.
Hey,
Y'all know y'all
Ben.
had that friend that has to do.
Hey, look, you got to have your drink.
Ben.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Ben, I still got my pen.
Look,
I got my paper.
I can't look, y'all. I came in tonight trying not to be over aggressive because y'all know I'm a Florida State fan. It is hype week. So I came in trying to be smooth tonight.
It's not hate
Look,
week. It's
I
not
got my
any
wine
week.
tonight.
Hype
Y'all
week.
gonna break out.
What you
Y'all
talking
gonna
about
break
hype
out what I do every week.
Can
Let's
you breathe so the people the guests can talk?
Hey, Ben, you know what, Ben? You remind me of the dude that you be going to the club and you be hanging out with your boys and you be getting so drunk you walk up to him and be like, man, I love you, dog. And then I'll be the guy, like Renard B's the dude, be like, bro, just go get a water. I know you love me, man. Like, that's how I feel like Ben is.
Bro, you feel you are 100% right, Dave.
on this time I used to chill when I DJ because I had too much equipment with me. It cost too much, so I used to have to chill when I was DJ.
I heard
So,
that.
like, yeah, we gonna
So
need
what was
you
the
just.
topic? Renard, what was y'all talking about? I missed the end.
Oh,
of
we was in the UTSA versus UAB game. We picked that game. Now we're about to move on to another one. I think we only
I might take you. Speaking of that, I play some of my bets there. I might take UAB. What was that line? 1.5, right?
You taking UAB?
Yeah, I think I might take UAB 1 plus 1.5. Interesting stat: when UAB's at home in November, this is something interesting.
That's a fun fact.
This is a fun fact. They're undefeated the last 2 seasons at home in November against the spread. So give me the 1.5. I saw that stat today. I'm going to take them, bro.
See, that's my kind of guy right there.
Right there.
That's my kind of guy. See, Ben done talked so much and ran away. He done ran Tuck off the show.
I don't know.
You done ran Tuck off the show.
Ran Tuck off the show.
That too.
And Dave was on it right
Don't
before
get
you
on
came on, bro. Dave was on it before you came on. He said that's that Coosa Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you can't go down to Coosa, Alabama. Don't work.
Boonies.
Oh boy, but hey, he tried his best to make it back, but I'm sure he can jump back. He can jump back here and whatever. So I mean, who we got next? Who we got next before we get into the 2 main games up in here? Let's see here, Dave. Did we pick? Oh, let's go ahead and hit it then. Who you got, Dave? Who you got, Dave?
Hey man, I'm rolling with fam, bro. Southern just got their head beat in last week. They made the video went viral in the wrong way. They probably got some suspicion. They probably got all kind of stuff going on, man. Give me fam.
If Ben can talk.
Nah, you know what? In this matchup, man, I think that Southern bounces back. I think that they were feeling themselves a little too much last week, and it came back to bite them in the ass. So I think they're gonna settle down, even though the game is all the way in Tallahassee. Give me Southern with the bounce back.
Very interesting. I'm definitely going. Let me just stop playing. I'm definitely going FAMU with Jerry Musa down there doing this thing. FAMU has won like 5 games in a row, man. They're on a good streak. Finally, my boy Isaiah Land, them been playing good, doing all that kind of good stuff like that. So hey, give me FAMU. Just do all that. Yes, sir.
Don't know shit about the game. I'm gonna ask you about TV rights with HBCUs. Last time I was on, we talked about that. Anything shaking on that? Because if not, I'm gonna start showing up with HD cameras in a streamcast. What's up?
Yeah, you right now, I'm telling you a couple of good things that's going on is HBCU Go, where they have some great rights every week.
So they're trying to privatize.
Yeah, but it's a fight. It's a fight among each other. You got HBCU Go and you got HBCU League Pass Plus. That's doing a lot of advertising. So yeah, they try to privatize. However, they only getting like one game a week. So it's like, but the presentation like make ESPN looks horrible.
Do your own schools have their own streams?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I could be wrong about that.
They don't take.
We'll talk about that
later. Go ahead.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
I'll flip a coin. I'll take FAMU.
Okay, there we go. That's a sweet. But man, look, we in this show a little bit. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Why we got
FAMU did look nice against North Carolina though, and they were out. So
and they only had like 48 players. They were like Vandy during COVID.
They looked really good. Don't underestimate Coach Dooley though. I'm gonna be
Coach Dooley can coach.
He can coach.
Right.
I mean, look, I'm gonna roll with Southern because I can't pick anybody against being here in Baton Rouge. If I roll,
that's right.
But FAMU, Isaiah Land, the guy that we had on a couple weeks ago said that he'd probably be a second round pick at worst.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Georgia
took a peek. When you have that level in the FCS, like where I played at Southeastern, like we had Robert Alford. He was a first round pick on our team at Southeastern. I mean, look, he's just a different dude at a different level. So
Georgia took a big time peak this offseason. I think there was a
on land.
Yeah, big
like
time.
A lot of
Isaiah Land. I mean, dude, he led the nation in sacks last year. I think he had like 20
he
and a
went in
half.
the portal for like a day, right, or something.
And here's what happened. All right, not to break news here, but there was a credits issue. It wasn't a grades issue. There was a credits transfer issue.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he entered the portal, guys. There was a shitload of teams that wanted to get after him. Because he can get after the Q, like no doubt about it. Same reason the NFL is going to get after him. But there was definitely a ability to transfer the credits. Not saying the kid's grades were bad. I'm saying going from one school to another school, there was an issue on credits wise.
Yeah. Isaiah's a good kid too, man. Like we got the
Isn't
meetings.
that bad that I got to do that? Isn't that bad that I got to clarify that? Because if I said there was a transfer issue on grades or credit issues, some bitches would be out here talking about how he's bad in school.
No, the way that news works, I mean, you guys probably know this just as well as I do. They're still going to misinterpret what you just said.
I know. Even though I spent 90 seconds clarifying the difference between credit points and GPA.
Right.
Like they don't understand that.
Still can't get it.
And look, the FCS credits. So to like what Deion's doing on some of the guys that like are trending. Some of the guys at Florida that you hear that could trend to Jackson State. Like they had a DB that's going to go in the portal on the 5th. Well, his thing about it's easier for him to go to Jackson State versus a kid going from an HBCU or FCS to a Power 5 because credits are different. Like
going down's always easier than going up.
Always.
Exactly, 100%. Let's look. We got the two guys here, man. Let's just go ahead and talk. Let's bring
Tennessee first. Go Georgia, Tennessee first. My mom.
I want to go last. I mean, it's the biggest game of the year, so I don't know what you're talking about, Tiger Boy.
Look, Dave, gonna break it out. Hold on. Dave gonna break it out. Don't worry about Dave.
Hold on now. Georgia wins one national title, and you think you king. Hey, Big Daddy,
I mean, you showed up in purple and gold. You're the one who showed up in purple and gold. That's why I called you Tiger Boy.
You bark. Don't come up here barking when LSU.
I'm a mouth breather.
Okay, don't
bark.
Hey, guess what happened in 18? You got beat by Ed Orgeron. We clapped them cheeks in Death Valley. Don't come up in here and saying the last time LSU went all over the place.
You know where I was at? You know where I was at in 2018? I was in a bar in Northeast Georgia getting.
And you know where I was? I had no idea.
Didn't care. I didn't get hired to cover the University of Georgia until March of 2019. You got the wrong beef with the wrong guy. I was just making a joke.
Well, hold on, Brooks. Before we go on, when I say stuff like this, this is not personal. This is all
Me too.
from my end,
Me too.
okay?
I dropped the F
don't worry.
word on here.
Hold on.
I dropped the F word on here. I never do
All
that.
right.
No, we're
All
chilling,
right.
bro. We're
We're
good, man.
warming up.
No, in
They
all
good.
seriousness, like the crazy thing about that game that he referenced, Kirby
What's the
Smart
turning
letdown
point for
game.
Kirby?
Kirby Smart
What's the-
letdown game. They were better than LSU. They had no reason to get their face
I
kicked
agree with
in that football game, right? 2019, October 12th. The only reason I remember it is because I was getting married. They the show up game. Kirby Smart not getting figured it out in the middle of South Carolina, right? Not figuring that one out. Kirby Smart letdown game. LSU SEC championship game. They were way outmanned. All right, they knew it. Like going into that, I think everyone
Just
kind
call
of
Burrow
knew.
Daddy. Can everybody
Joe
just call Burrow
Burrow.
Daddy? in
Joe Burrow.
19? I
Never
mean,
gonna do it again. Never gonna do it again. It was a hot ass offense. This team totally different. So
And on that note,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's hit it.
Renard, it's your show. You can do
no,
it.
y'all good. Y'all good.
I
I
don't think
love
it's
it.
anybody's show. I think this show's been off the rails for about
No.
30 minutes.
No, y'all good, man. Y'all good, man. This is why we call this. This is why we call this the fun show of the week. Hey, this is educated.
Whoa. Hold on. I stopped the show. Bro, are you drinking Crown Peach and chewing tobacco right now?
You're damn right.
You're a different
You're
breed.
damn right.
You're damn right.
Hey,
listen,
I'm gonna tell you
TJ,
what.
Let me tell you something. I come from a place where you can do a lot of different things, and you better
like
get
this
ready
guy.
because we got guns, hose, thoughts.
I like
We got
this
them
guy.
all around here.
I like
You
this guy.
Crown Peach and dip. Just letting you
I
know
like this
right
guy.
now. Stop
I like this
walking
guy.
around here. This ain't nothing. You worry about me.
Hey.
Crown Peach and dip. That shit
Oh my
going
god,
on.
I love it.
Let me tell you
I
something.
love it.
I live by like my big brother. He got that look in his eye. Every time I see him fight, his whole life, he had that look in his eye. As a little brother, I know I will never press him ever. My boy, I done hung out with you for about 10 minutes. You got that look in your eye. You good. We passed
Well, look,
we
we
passed a whole
just,
bunch of vibe checks tonight, dog.
we just had
A dip and the crown is
My
just
kinda
hectic.
guy.
It's just hectic.
We just had our little girl, so I gotta be honest, Brooks. It's a little bit of so she's a little bit more
It's
than a
get
week
it when
old.
you can.
Well, that and man, I gotta be honest. I'm a little light on sleep, so like I
Right.
gotta keep something to keep me up. You know what I mean?
Amen, bro. Amen, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, it's on the desk. We got a can of chew out here somewhere. I'm with you.
You from Georgia? You gonna ask me why I'm dipping, Big Daddy? You from the deep south, brother? I mean, shit. I'm sorry. I don't know if we can curse on.
Hey, no, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. As
You're-
a wise
you're fine.
prophet once said, shit.
Hey, I think my second time on this program, I literally got choked up on dip spit and had to hit the call
no,
button
man.
at one point.
Oh no, man.
No
Hey,
talk,
as
no
soon
like.
as Renard, listen,
Yeah,
Renard
toucan.
said, listen, he said, like, hey man, this is a fun show of the week. I called Pooh Bear, who's my producer, Golden Boot Pod. I'm like, how fun is it? Because you know I'd be turning up after 8:00 on a Thursday night. He's like, hey man, to you. I'm like, shit.
That's
So-
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's get
That's
it.
our boys, man. Look, I had to have two of the most informed people on football for not only their teams, but in the country. If you want to know anything about just football, you can hear Blake or you can hear Brooks. But if you definitely want to know about LSU, you can definitely hit Blake. Also hit my boys, the Golden Boot. Y'all know, y'all seen them on the show, man. Y'all know that we tight with them. And if you want to know anything about Georgia, you want to see the tape breakdown, make sure that you are subscribed to Brooks on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to Blake at AYS Sports. Look, I'm serious. I'm serious, man. I will watch both these guys. I was in LSU Spaces this summer because it's informative. Twitter Spaces, if you don't know, it was informative, man. So look, when I said, look, let's bring the heat. Let's bring the heat.
All right,
I think it's
before we get to
important to-
this game, though, Renard, before we get to this game,
Yes, sir.
Twitter Spaces has been a fantastic invention for someone who's a content creator to talk to people that follow
Right.
you or whatever. Because some people
Exactly.
don't watch your show, right?
Right.
But
Can
I
they
wanna-
just give me? Can they give me an XLR in and out, please? For the love of God, can I clear
Yeah,
up the
I
audio?
would like that.
I mean,
I would like
Jesus
that.
Christ.
But I do got to say this, and I know maybe you guys feel the same way. Miami fans, I hope Elon blocks all of them during football season, dog. These people was out here saying they was going 12-0, bro. They are the
hold on.
obnoxious human beings of all time.
And they backing off that shit so hard. We didn't say
They blocked me.
they backing off that shit so hard. They're like, we didn't say that. We said that we was winning recruiting. I said, y'all the fucking preseason champs every damn year. Now that shit done unfolded. Now
Blake,
that unfolded. Now it's
Blake, you just hit a trigger. You just hit a trigger.
Quarterback. He got hurt. I said, Van Dyke y'all was calling for his head against Middle Tennessee State.
Can we
y'all was happy when Jay Garcia
he
got in the
turned
damn
up
game.
real quick, huh?
Bruh, because you said one of his hated rivals.
Y'all was happy when he got in the game. Now he coming against Duke and he turned the ball over.
So if I just slip in a Billy Napier, he'll just
yeah. It's like, come on, man.
Hey, now that's group of 5 Billy now.
That Louisiana.
Hey, Billy might figure it out.
No, that man's from South Carolina.
Billy might figure it out.
That man from South Carolina. He ain't from Louisiana now.
I got trust in Billy. Billy need to be like Shane Napier or Shane Beamer 2.0. It was just like in
I think Shane's gonna have more success than he is.
Hey, Ben, he'll get fired
quick.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
We're gonna call this game or what? What's going on with this?
All right.
Hey, I'm letting it ride. So look, we got number 6 Bama versus number 10 LSU. LSU is a 12.5 point underdog. 6 p.m. ESPN. Now look, Dave, you want to go in or you want to let the guests go first and then give your final? Well, you on mute, Dave?
We can't hear you.
In with him last. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah, my bad. I was making sure my volume was down. I'm gonna let the guests go last. I'm gonna go last, man. I'm gonna let the guests go.
Okay.
I was gonna say let Blake go last. Let Blake go last. Let homeboy go last.
Man. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever y'all want to do.
Well,
go ahead, Dave.
Well, damn. Well, let's go. Let's get it.
Hold on. Before you go, Dave. Hold on. I gotta show you this.
Yeah, I saw that. DN said about the dogs on a Thursday.
Yeah, when we do After Dark, it's like unfiltered, very unfiltered, but we good. I love it. Man, go ahead.
When I look at this game, and let me just say this: when I look at both teams, and I look at Alabama, of course you have Bryce Young, of course, offensively, which is by far he would definitely be in that Heisman talk again, definitely. Then you got Gibbs, who's just as explosive as they come. Those two guys, to me, bail Bama out offensively a lot.
Right.
And I think everybody would agree with that. Tennessee was able to take advantage of some things on Bama's secondary, which has been a problem spot for Bama for a while. LSU, on the other hand, they have 2 losses. Their first loss was to Florida State. Granted, that was LSU's first game under Brian Kelly. New quarterback, new system. Florida State was in the same system. I mean, so they just kind of rolling. So they're a little bit farther along than LSU at that time. But here's what stands out to me. They both have a common loss, which is to University of Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And I say that to say this. I think this game is a lot closer than what a lot of people are thinking. LSU has improved a lot. I watched their quarterback, and a lot of people don't pay attention to this. And Brooks, you can account to this. Whenever I see a quarterback on an opposite hash and he can hit an outside the numbers,
big boy arm,
and the boy can make big boy throws. I'm not going to give a whole lot of soliloquy to this game, but I will say this. Give me those Bayou Tigers for the upset.
You know, some days I'm on.
Lord,
some days I'm on. Kind of echo that because I think a lot of times
we're gonna lose now. Everybody gonna pick LSU, we're gonna fucking lose.
I promise you, this is a hate pick.
No. Before the FSU LSU game,
no, this is a make that win look better pick right here.
Exactly. Before that game, when everybody was hollering about, oh Daniels, he can't do this from when he was at Arizona State. The main thing I kept telling a lot of FSU fans, I'm like, man, look at the damn weapons that he has. Once he's able to put this together with Brian Kelly, he's not going to be the same guy that you saw at Arizona State. And if you go and look, I mean, is he one of the best quarterbacks in the nation? Probably not. But does he fit what Brian Kelly wants him to do right now? and they are molding their offense around what he can do. He's not turning the ball over. You know, he's taking off as the season has gone on. He's not one read and go. He's utilizing the weapons that he has. LSU at home in this matchup. I know a lot of people gonna think, like, man, you just hate Bama. I don't, but I like what LSU has on the outside. And I'm telling you, I don't respect that Bama secondary whatsoever.
You strong with that?
I don't. I really, and we haven't for a while. And when you look at what LSU is bringing to the table on the outside, give me LSU in this matchup.
All right, so I definitely don't think LSU is winning this football game. We'll start with that. All right.
What good that means?
But Bama is a really, really flawed football team. Like a really flawed football team. I don't think they have as many weapons as in years past. I think you can play a lot more man coverage than you've ever been able to play against Alabama, like ever, which has required Bryce to be like really, really great.
Superhuman.
I mean, the only reason they were even in that Tennessee game was because dude was a fucking banshee. Like he was an insane person, was holding the football way too long, was doing things that you probably shouldn't do unless you're forcing yourself to win football games. That being said, if you got a good enough pass rush, you can make things really, really difficult for them to move the football or at least get a couple of stops. So I think Bama wins this football game, but almost 13 points is a lot, especially in Death Valley. That being said, I don't know who Brian Kelly is. Brian Kelly's up and down as much as I can ever. I mean, you tell me this, Blake. I feel like Brian Kelly is like due for a first quarter 21-0 going into the second. What the hell happened at home? Crowd's quiet as shit.
You mean like Tennessee? That he's already experienced.
I mean, he's done it, right? He's done it like at Auburn on the road. Thank God Brian Harson's a shit storm. Like, you probably wouldn't have clawed back into that one, right? Like he comes out hella flat, like hella flat.
The argument that I would give in reference to the inconsistency from LSU until now, guys, they led before Auburn and after Auburn, going into Florida, they led the SEC in drops. They were number 2 in the country holistically from wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, and drops in the country. Kayshon Boutte was a part of that. Well, look, a lot of people called out Jane Daniels, and to Ben's point, he wasn't as bad as what he was, but the media, the fan base, a lot of people said that he was bad because of, look, and I'm not trying to get political, okay? They said he was bad because of another reason outside of football. Well, he changed that. He got better. He threw with anticipation. When you don't execute at one of the best positions on the field at wide receiver that LSU has, you're going to struggle. The thing for me with Jaden Daniels, look, and really any quarterback that faces Alabama to win, you got to be Superman, right? Name the quarterbacks that beat him. And then look at the performances that they've had to beat him. Look at this year. I mean, so look, we can say whatever we
want.
Well, you say that, but Calzada hit 85% of his passes. So
Nix.
Who?
Bo Nix beat him.
He also hit 80+% of his passes. What I'm saying is, are you going to tell me, Brooks, are you going to tell me that every game that Alabama has lost, that the quarterback has not had heroic efforts? Because I can pull up the stats and say that they have. Bo Nix has no business throwing 80% of his passes and beating Bama.
Calzada was blacked out that night. He was unconscious. Like,
was he Superman? Yes or no?
Honestly, I think he got a scholarship to Auburn based off that one game. Like I said, yeah, he was unconscious.
Well, Brian Harson's dumber than a box of crayons, but he legitimately completed 80% of his passes. My point is
unconscious. Yeah.
My point is you got to have a heroic effort there.
Yeah, got to be a superstar that night.
You got to be a superstar. However, LSU's got to execute. A lot of the stuff that LSU struggled on was not on Brian Kelly. Hey, Kayshon Boutte, an All-American wide receiver, probably a top 12 pick in the NFL draft. When you lead the SEC in drops, is that on Brian Kelly?
No.
So
slow ass starts are though.
Well, of 7 games that they've played, or was it they're 6-2? So 8 games that they played. Name the slow starts: Florida State, Auburn, Name the rest.
You're about it. You're right.
So a label gets put on them.
But
Okay,
to be
they go
honest
down
with you, I ain't out here
17-3 in
grinding the
first
tape on
against Ole
LSU
Miss.
every week. So
Well, they go down 17-3 against Ole Miss. They're a field goal down going into halftime. They go on a 42-3 run.
So Ole Miss was one of them too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on how
They
you
come back into
characterize
it. Yeah. As long as they're coming back from them, I'm just saying, like, Alabama's not one. Like, at home you can start slow, you can afford that, but sometimes great teams you start slow, you can't.
Are they a
Tennessee's
great team?
football team.
Are they a
Alabama,
great
great
team?
football team. Can't do it.
I
Can't
tend
start
to
slow.
agree with you. You can't start slow, but at the same time, my question would be about this game, though. Okay, 2 weeks ago, Mississippi State held Jamar Gibbs to under 30 yards rushing. LSU a season ago held them to 4 yards rush or 6 yards rushing.
Dude, I love your front six. I always have your LS fucking you.
So my point is what if Gibbs doesn't get going?
You got guys up front. I can't explain to you the chess that is BJ Ojolari, or excuse me. Yeah.
Well,
BJ.
and Harold Perkins, man. Like, listen, Harold
Harold
Perkins,
Perkins is a beast.
Yeah,
he's a dog.
Yeah.
They're all big as shit. All of them. Love it. Love it. LSU's front. I love it.
Look, I agree with you on this, Brooks, and everybody else who.
Are
I
you
don't
still
know if
rocking
LSU
Bics, dog? Are you still rocking Bic pencils? Is that what I see in your hand?
Hey, man, listen.
Yes, he is. He's rocking
Listen,
Bic pencils.
and I got one.
He had
right
three
here.
of them. Three of them in his fucking hand and one in the ear. You're an
Hey, man.
insane person, dude. Erasers ain't even touched the fucking page. Those erasers are white as hell. Look at that.
Well, yeah,
Bro,
they're
you're
just
a
as white as
crazy
you are.
person.
But regardless,
I love you. You are me. You are me. It's clutter everywhere
book,
around here.
This little black book, yeah, I write everything in it. So I'm not
a digital person, so yeah, go ahead.
I'm not a pen. I gotta write that shit down. I gotta
Yeah,
write
a
it
digital
down.
notebook. Blake, I'm gonna put you on. I got a digital notebook. I'm gonna put you on.
I can't do it. I'm too dumb.
You can do it. It touches. It
from
feels just
Louisiana.
like
I'm
a
from
pencil, baby. It feels just like a pencil. I'm gonna put
But
you on.
look, back into reference of this game and being holistically honest, Jaden Daniels has got to go off. They got to continue to get better. Here's where I sit in covering this team since 2017. In my opinion, they're a little bit above or maybe a little bit ahead of schedule. There's no reason why LSU and Brian Kelly in year one, when you played a bowl game with 37 scholarship dudes, you should be competing for the SEC West.
He's not lying.
Okay, there's no reason for that.
Right. He's done a lot better than I thought. Let me ask you this, Blake. What's the recruiting looking like?
They're fourth in the country. They just got another dude. And here's the crazy thing.
Are they pounding the state? Is it still mainline in the state?
Yeah, I mean,
then he's good.
Like
then you're still LS fucking you. You're still a top 5
people
program.
look at Arch Manning and they look at Eli Holstein going elsewhere. Dog, I'm going to tell you this: Arch Manning is not the best quarterback in this state.
LSU has not been LSU.
We've all been told that.
LSU also has not been LSU because of in-state quarterbacks. To hell with that. It's about keeping the in-state athletes in state. Is he doing that?
Doing that. Yeah, and
then you're good. Then you will always be a title runner once every 3 years.
Whoever Dwayne is, that's their identity. Look, LSU's combined. Look, of the 90 points they scored the last 2 games, they've ran the ball for over 150 yards. If they run for the ball for over 150 yards against Bama, they're going to win the game. I'm going to call that here right now because you're going to keep Bryce off the field. But yeah, they're keeping recruiting. And look, Desmond Ricks, the kid that reclassified, is going to be in LSU this upcoming Saturday. So is Javen Taviano. Look.
Good.
A lot of people put a lot of cachet in NIL and Texas A&M. Nobody talked about LSU. But I'm just going to throw this out there. A lot of people say Louisiana is a poor state. Okay.
Who says that?
A lot of people.
That's the narrative. That is really the narrative.
That Louisiana is a poor state. But
Louisiana is a poor state for offensive tackles and centers. Not named Cedric Van Pran.
Here's the thing.
They're great everywhere
else.
else.
2 classes, though, in this class and last class, they'll sign 4 top 100 kids, and 4 of those kids are tackles. So it like that's changing. So the question that I would pose to everybody here about Brian Kelly, if he gets the offensive line that he had at Notre Dame with the receivers and DBs that LSU can produce and Louisiana can produce, then what?
and don't let him mess around and get his tight ends.
Well,
'Cause
hold
we already know-
on.
Well, and here's
That's the
another
thing.
thing.
That's the thing.
They already got
That
one.
dude is he's so 12 personnel heavy. It makes me sick for
They
LSU.
run 12 personnel
Makes me sick.
less than 1% though.
Now, because he doesn't have his dudes.
No, they did it at Notre Dame too.
He
Like,
got
if
less
you
than
go back and break, dude. When Notre Dame played Stanford last year, when they played Florida
11
State last year,
11
they
personnel.
went 11 personnel 97%
There
of
you
the
go.
time.
Then he's there. He's there. Maybe I remember or like 2017.
Well, you
Brian
remember
Kelly,
like
when I was
Bama
studying.
2020 when they didn't have a wide receiver they could catch
2019,
a cold
yeah,
butt
yeah.
ass bacon in
Cole
their hand.
Kmet, all them ugly Northeastern boys.
Like
Yeah.
Chase Claypool had 17 drops in 6 weeks.
That'll do it. I wouldn't throw it to him either.
17 drops. And then, why they? Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
Shouts out to whoever got him on his fantasy team his rookie year in the league, though. You won the league.
But
So
look, Renard, Ben, everybody, look, to me, I'm going to pick the game. I'm going to take the 12.5. Thank you for giving me free money. But bottom line is, I don't know if LSU wins. But if they do, look, if they do find a way, they're going to be they're not going to lose another one.
Right.
Even if they do lose, I don't think they lose to Arkansas. I don't think they lose to UAB. I don't think they lose to Dumbo Fisher. So I just don't think they do it. So if you told me in the beginning of the season, if LSU would go 9-3, getting to 10 wins at the end of the season in a bowl game, sign me up.
Yep. No, that's a great year.
I think that that's what a lot of people got to realize. In the coach's first year, they had the potential of possibly winning 9 to 10 games in his first year. Like you said, sign me up for that. Like, because at the end of the day, can't dispute that.
Shit, I think Kirby went 7-5.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
Even if they do falter, my point is they're above schedule. They just don't have LSU doesn't have the depth. Guys, they're going to go in this game Saturday night with 65 scholarship players. That's not enough. They can have a whole nother recruiting class of scholarship players, damn near, and still be at the 85 scholarship limit. Like they're not even remotely close on the team that they should.
That's insane. Because honestly, Blake, I find it hard as someone who's covered Georgia for 4 years now to even count the guys who have been processed at this point. Guys who have now like 4 stars, honestly. Right. Like I don't want to name names, but there are guys who are on this roster that were 4 stars 5 years ago because of the COVID years that there's like, bro, there's no way you're still in the 85. There's no way. There's no way you're still on Scout.
Where are they at right now? Where's Georgia at now? Do you know?
I mean, they're under it, whatever it is.
But they're still closer to 85 than the 65.
100%.
Right.
They've done a much better job of convincing guys.
And they didn't take anybody out of the portal, which makes how they didn't take anybody out of the portal and they're still here is ridiculous.
But like if all you got to do is follow one of these goofballs in our business that has access to the NCAA transfer portal, and you'll see the schools that are processing them quickly and the schools that aren't. Bama had 35 guys in the last calendar year that hit the portal. A lot of those guys are guys that didn't work out, man. Because guess what? If I offer 28 guys a class, if I bring in 28 guys a class that are elite as shit, well, in 5 years, 6 now with COVID, in 6 years, we don't have that many scholarships left. Think about it. 6 times 28 is what? It's 130, 132. Mm-hmm. We're talking about scholarships limit at 85.
We're talking about scholarships.
We're talking about scholarships.
We're talking about practice. 85.
So yeah, like at Georgia, that's why I was saying it's insane to me. But he's obviously clearing house, which is great for him. That as an LSU fan, if you're listening to this tonight, this dude's walking out here with 65 scholarships when a lot of great programs are walking around with basically 108.
Right.
Yeah, right. And some of those being gray shirts. That's how
seniors, old as hell. Stetson Bennett, 27, got a mortgage, 3 kids, and a wife. I mean,
hey,
Brooks don't do it. Don't bring
up Bennett. It's Jaquavius Bennett.
Hey, Hendon Hooker drawing retirement. I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean,
hey, it does look like he would sign you up for a Roth IRA.
Henry To'o already got like ramp exposure out there in Tuscaloosa. So like,
oh boy,
they all got it.
Go.
Renard, you hadn't said
No.
anything. Renard, what you
No,
think?
we got to get your pick so we can get on to Georgia. Come on, Noah.
I definitely want the LSU plus 12.5. I'm definitely want that. Game wise, you the person in me wants to pull LSU, but I definitely know I want the 12.5 for sure. But I got something inside of me that tells this is gonna be real close down to the end, man. Like something crucial gonna happen.
Renard, of the last 7 games, talking about that, the last 7 games, LSU 6-1 against the spread in this game. The only one was 2000. Oh no. 5-2 in the last 7. That's right, 5-2 in the last 7.
Dave, who you went with?
Those Bayou Bengals.
He knows what it is. He been on that Crown Peach. Y'all over there drinking Miller Lights, Ben. Oh no, my man been on the Crown Peach.
I'm still sipping.
Yeah, okay. Well.
Actually, first of all, the smile on his face is absolutely ridiculous.
I got my fan with me, man.
I've been on, but it's only a little bit left. I've been on the old smoking.
You on the old smoking?
That's some good stuff. Now that's some good stuff.
Welcome to Drink Champs.
You know, I started off on wine, but y'all took me to my Crown level, so we good.
We're gonna talk a real game or what?
Hey, you was looking for a reason, number one. So, I'll take the loss. Just give me LSU. It's just something about it right now. I don't know. I want the LSU plus 12.5. I want the LSU plus 12.5, but I think Bama's gonna win. I don't know how we write that down in the standings, Ben.
I got to serve it. We'll discuss it.
Yeah, we'll discuss it. Yeah, but I can't give it 12.5. So look, now
Rocky Top will always be.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't lead on to me.
That shit is ass.
Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Blake covered his team.
White as shit.
I don't give a fuck. They
you sound yellow teeth white.
Hey, my teeth ain't yellow.
Boy, you sound yellow teeth white.
My teeth ain't yellow. Look at that.
Hey, man. Hey,
ain't yellow.
Tuck, you got so much work to do. Tuck, you got so much work to do tonight. We got so many goddamn short clips on this shit. Tuck, you got some work to do tonight.
You just went here to add. You couldn't hit, but you just had to add to it.
I had to add to
you
it.
just had to add to it. Then you like, and then like, you ain't doing none of the editing work, but you want to talk.
Hey, Tuck, you got some work to do tonight, brother.
You better be glad Tuck ain't on here because I know he would even say.
Edit the audio.
Man.
He got to edit the video.
Man, you got to drop the audio. You ain't got to edit the audio.
We gonna cut it. We gonna cut this. We gonna chop it up. We got.
You gonna talk about editing audio compared to editing video?
Oh, it ain't the same. Oh, it's
Oh
different.
God, no. Anyway,
different.
number 1 Tennessee versus number 3 Georgia. Georgia's an 8-point favorite, 2:30 p.m. on CBS. No, y'all not getting the over under. I wasn't going that far today. So
I think 66.
Yeah, 66.
So, there we go. Yeah, I don't like that number.
I'm gonna go ahead and go first on this one. Get me out of the way because everybody that watched this show already know it's one reason only that I'm gonna say that Rocky Top gonna win this game.
Henry Hooker.
You got dang on right, but more so than Henry Hooker, the fact that Stetson Bennett plays quarterback on the other team. Give me Tennessee.
Dave, don't do that. Don't do that.
And that's all I got to say about this.
Quavius, good sir.
First of all, when we talk Stetson Bennett on this show, since Dave doesn't like Stetson, you know you got to throw the foes up, right?
Got to throw the foes up. Throw them foes up.
Why are we doing this?
We throwing
what's the force?
We throw them foes up.
It's just something that we
Bennett the 4. So
The
they
4.
doing it like this. I'm doing it like this because this is not like how this really how his arm is.
You gotta throw the foes up if you're gonna talk about
Just
Stetson. Man. Don't do
confused.
that.
I'm confused with the Stetson hatred.
No, the Stetson hatred on Dave is hard. Dave turns his camera off.
He been on that tip for a while.
You know what? I've been hard on Georgia quarterbacks ever since they lost the best 2 they had ended up transferring out and they kept the work.
Yeah. All right, Justin Fields guy 2018. Nice to know. Prediction?
He going
Tennessee.
He going
All right.
For me, I like the way that Tennessee is rolling. I don't know.
You about to jinx this? Go ahead.
No, I ain't about to say. I'm just saying. I think this is one of those situations where it's like this. Look, Tennessee feels like, hey, they have got the weight of the world off their shoulders. I mean, that beating Bama after 15, 16 years was the weight of the world on their shoulders. They are rolling. They done just got shitted out being the number one team in the nation. I just cannot see them going into Athens and dropping the ball, man. I love what Georgia is doing. I do think that this is going to be closer than 8 points. I don't think this 8 points is going to happen at all, but give me Tennessee. Give me Tennessee, man.
Go ahead.
All right, you want to go?
No, because I got to recover from listening to what they just talked about. No,
I'm just saying, give me Tennessee.
No.
My biggest thing would be is how big is Nolan Smith not going to be there and not being able to get pressure on Hendon Hooker going to be a big deal?
You want an answer?
I know you're going to say it's not a big deal, but it's a big
deal.
No,
I wasn't going to say it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal in terms of because that's something we didn't hit on tonight. I mean, we were here for an hour and 15 minutes. We didn't talk about Nolan. Nolan's a fifth-year guy. Nolan's a fourth-year guy. He's a 3-year starter. When it comes to a pace and space offense, an offense that is predicated off of playing fast and making you not line up correctly,
right.
He was the smartest football player on the field that there was there, and the one that was most experienced. It's fucking huge, Blake. It's massive.
I agree.
But it's not massive from the sense of tackle for losses, sacks, or whatever. It's huge from a standpoint of, hey, you're supposed to be in a 3, not a shade, you idiot. Line up correctly. Like anybody that knows football knows that.
Right.
Not the other one. And Nolan is, like we got somebody in the comments talking about Nolan's not out. Oh, yeah, Nolan is 100% out.
Nolan is gone.
Not only is he out,
told
he
you
out
that?
it
was announced by Georgia itself. Like, he's out, bro.
That's not
even Nolan is out. He didn't know he was out.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was.
My bad.
It was surprised that he was out. Yeah.
Let me see it. Oh, my
bad. That he was out. Man, you're following the wrong guys. It sounds like you need to follow Brooks Austin at Brooks Austin BA.
Tell him again.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Well, and him being out, I think is a massive deal. But I'm going to say something that I don't think a lot of people talk about. Like they talk about a lot of people about Tennessee. They talk about Hendon Hooker. They talk about Hyatt. They talk about Tillman. They talk about McCoy.
Run game, mean baby.
Run game is their biggest
Run game,
because listen, like so what we do on AYS when we break the film down, like I'm an offensive
film guy.
Well, I mean, look, I have the pick for the Outland Trophy, or I've had the pick for the Outland Trophy. So I try to look at offensive lines in the SEC.
Oh, talk dirty to me.
Tennessee.
I love it.
Pause. Tennessee's offensive line is better than anybody imagined. Okay, the center who's slipping the Mays kid, is absolutely fantastic. What they did against Alabama, which was successful, when Alabama would bring their safeties up, Hyatt would be in the slot, touchdown. When they would go deep, they run the football. So if they can remotely run the football against a very great front seven in Georgia.
All right, Blake. So what you just explained is the whole dichotomy of Tennessee offensive football under Josh Heupel.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Right.
There are 3 box scores, game logs that stand out in 21 games under Heupel. Okay. I'm gonna read them to you. In October of 2021 against Alabama, they scored 24 points. By far one of the fewest game scores in their 21 games there. 65 yards on the ground, 24.
How much?
2.4 yards.
They didn't even hit 50 against Georgia, right?
55 against
there
Georgia.
You go. Yep.
Who's the only defense to really give them flack this year? Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Pittsburgh,
I think.
Yep.
91 yards on the ground, held them to 2.6 yards per carry. The key is stopping this run. Hold on, Blake.
Tackle and left guard out, though.
So that's not all that matters when it comes to this Tennessee offense is can you stop the run without dedicating safety help to the box? That's it. Period.
I don't think Georgia can do it.
I think they can. I 100% think they can because history tells me they can. The last 4 years of SEC football, the University of Georgia has led the conference in rushing yards allowed per game. This year, they're 4th in the country in rushing yards allowed per game. Right. They are one of the best in gap control defense. They bend but don't break better than anybody in the country. That's what they do. So, like, is Tennessee going to score 35 points Saturday? Yes, I think they will. But here's what I'm telling you. Georgia's offense, Georgia's offense is not chopped liver. These people that constantly do the box score scouting, like, if you just pay attention, Georgia's offense is doing it as well or better than anybody else the last 2 years of college football. They're putting up 40-plus a game. They're putting up 500 yards of offense per game. They're averaging more yards per play than anybody in the SEC. They're a great offense. They just don't play faster than everybody else. They don't need to, which means tomorrow or Saturday, whenever you guys listen to this, Saturday, here's the deal. Tennessee is 2 consecutive 3-and-outs, quick ones. 2 consecutive 3-and-outs and 2 consecutive Kirby Smart death marches from this game being fucking over, because that's exactly what happened last year. They were in this football game. They were ready at home. Crowd was going raucous. It was insane. They were in the football game. All of a sudden, 2 turnovers, 2 6-minute offensive drives, done. You're down 18 points, and then you're chunking it the rest of the football game. That's what happens to these quick spread offenses, and that's what I think can possibly happen on Saturday. That being said, I think Tennessee is good enough. I think they are good enough to make this a 4-quarter game.
Gotcha. Well, why y'all still here before we go on a little bit? I want y'all to make sure that you
like, subscribe.
No, see, that's what you get for
we going to the merch. I was going to like, subscribe,
you're not listening. See, you're trying to talk. Go to dslpodcast.com. Go get you some merchandise, man. Appreciate that, man. We got some new merch in there this year also. So, hey, grab you a hat. We got all kind of colors on the tee. You see, we got the pink and green. Pink was for the breast cancer month, but make sure you go in there and make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're in YouTube right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification, brother. And we appreciate y'all. Just want to make sure we say that while we was in here giving all this up.
No doubt.
Before we got all the free game. So with all that being said, Blake, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm going to pick Tennessee by 3. I think it's going to be 38-35 was my prediction. But if it's the opposite way, I'm not shocked. Like, I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah.
To me, whoever team wins first is going to face the other team in the playoff. That's what my prediction is. I don't think that college football has enough good teams that are better than Georgia and Tennessee.
If Clemson wins out, they're in, though.
I don't think they're winning out.
Clemson still got North Carolina. They probably still going to have North Carolina left.
Yep. So, but regardless,
praise Jesus, college football
here's
God.
my
Let
thing,
them
though.
lose that game.
I still think that they face each other again is my whole thing. I'm going to take Tennessee by a field goal. Look, I've seen an offense like this before. And so, look, man, I got to see somebody stop them first.
Blake, it's totally different than what LSU had, man. I think that's what is that what you're alluding to?
Same amount of yards per game. They have the same amount of passing yards. They scored the same amount of hold on. They had the same amount of passing yards, same amount of rushing yards, same amount of points per game through 8 games. They have the same amount of defense at the same exact time. They are absolutely identical at the same exact point.
But they do it completely differently.
Correct. But I know what I'm seeing, though.
You're seeing a high-powered offense. I'm with you.
Best team Georgia's played, go.
I mean, nobody. But
my point.
No, so I'm not, dude. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm arguing the differentiations between.
Hey, okay, you had 15 draft picks, did you not?
Buddy, I'm Blake.
You had 15 draft picks, did you not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wait till you have to get depth and you have to rotate guys in and you have to play a freshman that has no idea what he's doing. And like you said, Nolan Smith's out.
And
you just said that they could do it.
Blake, all I'm saying is
it's not out of the realm of possibility.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up because he's just stepping on it. I'm trying.
You
I'm
stepped
trying
on me tonight too. Now,
no, I'm just trying to talk. Like you keep jumping on me.
We can replay the tape. You stepped on me some too. Now, come on.
See again. All I'm saying is that the two offenses could not be more different. I'm not saying that Georgia's got a better chance of stopping Tennessee than LSU.
What makes them different?
They attack you differently.
Okay.
LSU was predicated off 11 personnel playing on an empty. And
They never win 11 personnel. They win 11 personnel 23% of the time.
Okay,
don't hit me with the stats, brother.
I'm just telling you what I saw. I saw an LSU team that was predicated off of winning one-on-one matchups, and I see a Tennessee offense that's predicated on space and pace. That's all I was trying to get to. But if you want to keep doing this, it has nothing to do with Georgia, buddy. I'm just trying to talk football with you. One of these teams in Tennessee is predicated off of playing majority of their offenses into the boundary off of bunch and stack formations and playing with a ton of pace. And LSU did it a totally different way. That's all the fuck I was trying to say, bud. Okay. You didn't have to press me on it. You didn't have to do all the stats and all the nothing. We weren't trying to prove nothing. All I was trying to say was LSU scored 50 points a game doing one thing. They didn't. Tennessee scoring 50 points a game doing another thing.
No,
that's
they
all
don't.
I'm trying to say, buddy.
No, they don't. And debates end when cursing starts.
We started the show cursing.
But this got intense, and you know it got intense. You said I was walking on you. No. We can replay the tape now.
What's your thought about the game, Wheaton? What's your thought?
I think number one, you got two intense guys that love football.
I love it,
and I think that's what it.
We got a stat guru, is what you got. You got
think that's what we got.
A bunch of stats and a guy that studies a bunch of football. That's what you got,
brother. I played football in college. I'm not going based off the stats. I look at them too.
Thank you.
Okay. So don't say I'm just stat watching. What are you talking about? You said LSU scored 50 points a game. No, they didn't.
It was like 48.6. We're rounding up, bud.
Is it 50? And it wasn't 48.6.
Is it 50?
Okay. How many times did LSU score 50?
I get it. This Reggie said, "Now this is the real dream challenge."
No, we got to get you can't slide out. We got to get your pick, no.
Who? I didn't slide out of anything.
Yeah, Renard. You know how Renard to do now. You know he'll try to slide out of here.
I mean, that's just what I do. I mean, you know
what I'm saying? We know what you do.
I like the Tennessee +8.
Okay.
That's not picking your game.
Actually, it really is close.
No. I need to hear it though.
Because I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on Tennessee and
Georgia.
We don't have
a 50-50 slot on that.
I was just explaining myself. I was just explaining myself, dude. Like that's where I was. That's kind of where I am. Like I can see Tennessee. I can see Georgia. So I'm about 50-50. So, but both of y'all are really confident in Tennessee.
Hey man, until it gets stopped, I will stand my ground.
I don't want no sauce. I'll be different. I'll take Georgia. I'll take I'm like I said, I'm with the +8. I'll just take Georgia there.
Have we ever had the number one team in the country be down or a team that's in the spread -8 this late in the season that y'all can remember?
The number one team in the country?
Not that I can remember right now.
I mean, I was shocked when I saw the 8. I mean, when I saw the 8, I was shocked. But I guess we have to look at what Georgia has done. So,
yeah, I mean,
exactly. We got to think about what Georgia has done.
97% of the money in Vegas is on Tennessee right now on the money line, and it ain't shook off of 8 points. So Vegas is holding steady on it. So whatever that means, take it for what it's worth. 97%. It's a fuck ton of money in Vegas.
Say that again. 97% of how much now?
97% of the money is on Tennessee on the spread, starting from the moment it opened at 12.5 to the moment it's down to 8. And they have not moved off of 8, which tells you that Vegas believes in Georgia. Vegas is basically backing Georgia to win this football game. Otherwise, they would move it more because they're waiting on the sharps to move the money. But I mean, take us for what it's worth. It doesn't fucking mean anything. I mean, we see it every year in the NFL or every week in the NFL. Vegas is on one side, the public's on the other, and Vegas is wrong. Vegas takes gambles just like you do. They're not always trying to play 50-50 because right now there obviously is a shit ton of money coming in right now on a team in Tennessee that is going into their first hostile environment. And Blake, you might have been there. What was it like at 11 o'clock in LSU? Seriously.
Me, it was dead.
There you go. It's their first hostile scene.
But I will say this: it was dead because they dropped the opening kickoff and they were down 10-0 within 2 minutes.
Quick. And it can happen
Very
like
quick.
that anywhere.
Quick.
But
And then they were
I
down
mean-
17-3 within 5 minutes.
if you take nothing from the gambling portion of this conversation, understand that Vegas didn't shake.
Exactly.
Vegas did not shake.
Hey,
97% of the gambling money, Vegas didn't shake.
Hey Ben, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I will for each one for you and Dave. So look, I don't want an analysis on these next couple games. I just want a one word. Who you going with? Okay.
Cool.
You got me?
Gotcha.
That's it. All right. Texas versus Kansas State.
Man, I can't give you no one word else on that, man. Come on.
15.
God,
You
dog.
got 15.
What's the spread on it?
Okay, sir. Since you asked for it, I got you.
Shit, you can't do. Oh, come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
You
Come
asked.
on, man. Give me Kansas State. I'm rolling Kansas State.
I'm taking Texas. I think Texas is going. I think Texas is going to ruin TCU's season in a couple weeks. So
I agree with that. I'll go with Texas.
Yeah, give me Kansas State.
Kansas State's good, man. They're really
They run
good.
the football.
They are.
I like any team playing against a high-powered offense that can run the football that's really, really bad down on time of possession.
Yeah, I'm with Kansas State too.
Manhattan's a weird fucking place. Might
It
be a
is.
shit ton of fall.
Very
You never know.
It is,
Very
man. It is. It's gonna be cold. It is.
And
It's the
at
wrong
night.
Manhattan.
It's at 6 o'clock. It's gonna be cold. Yeah, it's a lot.
Weird, spooky place.
They have a Whataburger. And they're proud of it.
Bill Snyder gonna be on the sidelines blowing snot rockets. Gonna be a
Yeah,
weird place.
man. It's gonna have all that going on.
What you got? Number 20 Syracuse versus Pitt. Pitt is a 3.5 point.
Y'all giving this game airtime. That's a damn shame.
We got to, man.
Is Syracuse's quarterback back? Is he the
I
running
don't know
back?
if Schrader's back. He got hurt last week. I don't think Schrader's back.
He's
All right,
he's
hammer
cleared to
Pitt.
play, but he's cleared to play, but he's not gonna start.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Pitt.
Let's all hammer the
Give me
key.
Pitt. Yeah, give me Pitt.
Panthers.
Yeah,
Panthers.
Panthers.
Pitt,
Okay.
Panthers.
I was gonna say Cougars. I mean, it's at that point of the night.
Dave. All right. I know Dave gonna throw his hands up.
Oh, JT Daniels is so mid.
Do I have to pick this game? God.
Just throw it. Hey, one word, Dave. One word. We slide. We try to slide on out here. One word.
First of all, you never.
I know he
had
ain't
one.
telling
You know
somebody.
you ain't talking about no damn.
He ain't had one word when he was in the damn womb.
Give me. I'm a roll. Give me Iowa State, man. I don't want to pick Iowa State, but they're at home. 2:30. Give me Iowa State.
I'm definitely going with Iowa State. I don't even need to think about this right now.
I'm taking Iowa State as well. Just for you, Sean.
Iowa State. I don't even think. Oh, somebody's recording me. Blake, what you think?
I'll take West Virginia.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah,
I
I'll
have no idea. I'm just picking against the grain. No reasons.
I mean, JT Daniels 320. Let's go.
Gotcha. I got you.
Put it on your ticket.
I
said he was
don't trust
mid.
a man
I
that wears
said
a
he was
hat
mid
like
when
Mike
this
Campbell.
slate first popped up, so that's hilarious.
I mean, do we have to pick this game? I guess we have to.
Miami. Mario Cristobal's got him on the right track. Florida State's ass.
I'm about to let the taco meat out. You know.
Hey man, give me them nose, man. Y'all know it. Y'all already know.
You know what, Miami.
One word answer, Ben.
One word. You just talked to somebody else about one word.
You people are right for the pick, and the damn crowd is gonna be full of nose fans. There ain't no way in hell
Did we just talk
y'all about to pull this foolishness off. So give me Florida State, and guess what we're gonna do with this? We're gonna party like it's 2017. We going bowling, baby. First time we're gonna go bowling in the month of November. First weekend. Give me FSU, man, and the sauce.
You know, I don't know what happened to one word.
He sounds way too excited for like
A bowl game.
Just
And when the last bowl game you went to
so
was
down
the
bad.
Independence Bowl in Shreveport, when that was the last bowl game you went to, when
Hey, you know what that
Sean
sounds like?
Blackman
That
was the
sounds like
quarterback.
Mark Richt years 2008. Maybe you're one, 7 years from maybe finally firing this guy to find the right guy. Maybe that's where you are.
Look, hey, we got to Robert Novell for a minute, because y'all already know we got rid of Willie way too soon.
Hey, I think Cristobal not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm going Florida State. Miami's horrendous.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it too.
Give me the Hurricanes just for the fuck of it.
I can understand that. I'm trying to think if that's it.
I don't think Miami can score 8 points while they're
That's
plus
the problem.
8.
That's
And
true.
that line
True.
letting you know that Van Dyke probably is not going to play. I can't see us getting an 8 point. With Van Dyke. Right, like with Garcia's more than likely finna play.
Oh no, I was talking
Jake
about
Garcia. Can I change my pick?
Hey, give me Memphis, man. Give me Memphis on this, Renard.
Gotcha.
I want Memphis. Plus the 5.
Dave?
Memphis at home, Martin.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You doing it?
I might go bet this one right now.
Give me UCF.
Okay. That's where you at with that, huh?
I told you it's gonna probably be the worst week I've ever had in picking games, but that's wrong.
Don't worry about it.
Ben?
I'm gonna go ahead and take UCF. I'm taking the Gus Bus. They entered in number 25 in the rankings for whatever reason they did. Give me UCF.
All right. Well, let me tell you like this then. The home team is 11-0 against the spread in the last 11 meetings in this game. So give me Memphis.
Okay.
That just means they'll lose by 4.
There you go. All right.
Well, give me Memphis in the sauce. How about that?
Now you cheating.
Okay. I got you.
I'm cheating. I'm doubling down, saying give that Memphis is gonna basically win. How am I cheating? No cheating involved. Look, that's I think that's it. That's the last one.
That's it, bro.
The last one.
That's it.
I think that's it. So we got any final word from Blake and any final word from Brooks?
No, thank y'all for having me on, man. This has been fun. I really appreciate it. It's been a good thing. It's been a good thing to cut it up with you guys. I mean, Renard, I think I met you on the Golden Boot, and Ben and Dave and Brooks, getting to meet you, man. It's been awesome. Thank y'all for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
No
Tell them
doubt.
where they can find you at, bro.
AYS Sports across the board. Go to TuneIn app, XM Radio, all that good stuff. YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts, rate, review, subscribe. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Brooks.
Yeah, man, it's nice and simple. You can follow me on Twitter at BrooksAwesomeBA. Appreciate you guys for having me. I love when I can cut it up with y'all anytime I can get you.
All right, man. We really appreciate y'all. But okay, Pat. I got you.
Are we doing this?
Are we really doing this right now?
Are we doing this?
Really doing this, Pat? This is not counting the records, by the way, Ben.
The Cadillac Bowl.
That's
Hey,
right.
I do want to know.
Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Third.
Before we
Just
get out
give
here,
me
I wanna know-
just give me the pirate on principle. Just give me the pirate on principle.
I do want to know before we get out of here, Brooks, where'd you get that hat from?
So this is from I couldn't even tell you, man. But this is a Oakland
AAA hat, huh?
retro hat. It's an elephant's. It's got a little
AAA
elephant
hat?
on it. Yeah, and then the A on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and crispy. I couldn't even tell you. Not on public record. Might have to hit you up.
Right.
Hey man, can't have people biting the steez.
Hey, one of ones, you know what I'm saying? One
Hey,
of one.
And one of one's only one of one if you ain't giving it out to all of all. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. So Dave, who you got?
Hey man, are we talking about the game?
Yeah, the game. Because Pat wants to.
Oh,
Since
man,
Pat wants to
man.
know.
I'm
really
rolling with
in that game, bro.
I think I'm a roll with Cadillac, man. I need him to. I really like for him to transition to different head coach opportunities in the future, preferably Huntsville, Alabama. But I digress. Hey man, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. This is probably I would put this as the top
3 most entertaining shows
Yes.
of all time.
Big personalities, bro. Big
Y'all in
personalities.
the chat jumping like hell.
Because you got two guests to argue like they was in the barbershop.
Well, because they get tired of me and Renard arguing. So I mean, it was great to have
and
somebody
being
else argue.
drunk till they get tired of it. So you know what? I was a sober one tonight.
Here's the thing, though. When you get into a sports debate, you
That's-
can't take that shit personal, right? Like you gotta just move on, man.
We go.
Fact.
So, Ben, who you got since you
No, I said give me the Pirate off principle.
okay? And Brooks,
I say Cadillac. And Brooks is on you.
Are we still talking Auburn Tiger football?
Yeah,
dude?
man. Auburn Tiger football.
Nah, yeah, okay. Whatever. Coin toss. Give me the Tigers.
Cadillacs on 22.
that's
Give me Cadillacs on 22s.
I gotta take Auburn because we talking about family leaving the thing now.
Give me Jeremiah Cobb flip to the dogs. Give me that.
I knew you was gonna say something about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go just because it's family related, even though it's deep down family related. Hey, let's just do it. I do not want to end on Auburn and Mississippi State. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Somebody asked how y'all feel about the rankings run through 10. Like,
I didn't understand how in the hell Michigan was behind Clemson, if I'm being honest.
Look at the bottom of the top
Clemson
25.
at 4 was the biggest disgrace.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
Clemson
I
at
didn't
4
get it.
makes no sense. Clemson at 4 makes me think that they just wanted people to get mad.
What a disrespect for the ACC! I swear to
That's
God.
not an ACC thing.
No,
Did we just get through saying take it still personally?
Hey,
Hey,
I'm saying,
I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie.
Now-
ACC
now
does have a TV network with ESPN.
Now there have been times where Clemson was literally the only ranked damn team in the
they do own
ACC.
the playoffs.
I
ESPN,
think of
that
all
is.
the districts.
You know what I'm saying? But you got Wake.
TCU was way more disrespected than anybody up there.
Nah, there you go. That was my disrespect. How you gonna put a one-loss Bama
Boys,
in front of
we
an
finna
undefeated
scrape
team?
up on 2 hours on this.
Well, because it's a. Let me ask this question. I know I'm crazy. And speaking about Alabama, is a 3-point loss better than some of the escapes that TCU's had to have though?
I mean,
They
but
won the
if you
game.
judge- but if you judge it just off of face value, one loss, no loss, I get it 3-point win.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm with
again,
you,
it's the
Dave.
first-
I'm
it's
with
the
you
first-
on that.
Yeah, it's the first.
Wins
it's the first
gotta
week,
matter.
so I mean,
I'm
it's
with
gonna
you.
stick out
Which
anyway.
which conference is better top to bottom? Who y'all taking? I'm taking the Big 12, me personally.
Over,
The ACC.
ACC.
Really?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna get ripped alive here. I want to see more from the Pac-12 before I make that decision.
I said the Big 12. I'm
No.
talking about Oklahoma, Texas, TCU, those schools,
Oklahoma State.
Baylor. I think that conference is better than the ACC top to bottom, is what I was saying.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant like if
which is why I scratched my head at the committee scoffing at TCU and saying, yeah, Clemson, 4th ranked team in the country.
Yeah,
Like
I agree with
ACC
you. I get
top
what
to
you're
bottom
saying.
is far better than whatever the Horned Frogs are walking through in the Big 12 right now.
Well, let
That's
me
the
ask.
thing.
So
Brooks,
are
let me
you
ask you this
taking
question
account that
though.
Leary
Is-
is out for NC State?
Well, let me ask this question: Is what Clemson did to Syracuse and NC State better than anything that TCU's done?
I don't think so. I think those two teams in NC State are vulnerable. Like NC State's vulnerable right now with the freshman quarterback. I love MJ.
Exactly.
Like
Right,
MJ
right.
Morris is a great football player. I think they're vulnerable, and I think Syracuse is vulnerable.
But
So-
what Clemson went through with Wake when Wake was clicking.
See,
Now I
here's-
know I
here's
get
the
it right
problem.
now.
Here's the
After
problem. Here's
Wake
the
went there
problem.
and lost to Louisville, I get it. I
Here's
get
the
it.
problem. Here's the
So
problem.
this is the problem with 4, and the great thing about 4. We can talk about this the rest of the season.
We can't.
The moment them motherfuckers go to 12, guys, don't call me because I ain't coming on.
Exactly.
Because the shit's boring. Because it don't fucking matter.
It
We're
don't
gonna
matter.
see y'all in December, and that's it. LSU makes it. Georgia makes it. Bama makes it. Tennessee makes it. They all fucking make it. This shit's boring.
It's-
Yeah,
Not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
on your what you're talking about, like with the whole thing, it's like you can't go off your personal feelings when you start talking about those rankings, because those rankings, I'm talking about right now, I know what Brooks is talking about, what we about to get in a couple years. But what we talking about right now is like you have to look at what they looking at and look at how they judge stuff. And that's why I just sit back and just say,
thing for me is like there's no clear picture of what they're looking at.
Zero.
And they change every damn week. Every week they
guys.
change.
Like that's
let me ask you all a very dumb question. Would you go back to the BCS for a 14 playoff?
No, and here's why. Because all we did was with the BCS, we was arguing about 2 and 3. I would much rather argue about 4 and 5 than 2 and 3.
No,
because
let me rephrase that, Brooks, just so you can get. I mean, like in the playoff, would you take the BCS
computer system?
The computer instead of humans?
Yeah, the computer instead of humans.
I mean, I like the gut. I do. I like the gut. I just wish they would come out to us and say the 12 of us voted. This is it. Shut up with the questions. We don't want to hear it. Our gut says that these are the 12 best. Don't try to tell me that we like Ohio State's offense and we think they got a good defense when I can show you that Georgia's offense is as good and their defense is way better. Don't do this to me. Just tell me that you think this team is better. If that's what y'all came out with, that's fine. And if that's the way it's going to be, then allow college football fans to maybe vote on the 12 committee members, whatever the fuck it means. Just give us something. I'm fine with 4. I was not okay with 2 because arguing 2 over 3 is not okay with me because I didn't think we got a full picture of who's the best college football team.
But you know what, Blake? Here's the issue either way, BCS or the system. I still think we're still rotating the same 4 damn schools. Simply because I'm a proponent of getting away from preseason ranking. I think a lot of times that gives a boost to a team that may not necessarily, you know what I mean? They may not be those dudes, but you beat a team week 1 or 2, they rank high, and then when the damn season over with, shit, they hadn't even the top 25, but you still got shown love for that win that you had week 1 or 2. So I don't know. It's crazy.
Aunt Marshall with that tie looks like he walks to your door and knocks on it and says, hey, good evening, everybody. I would love to tell you about your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's my dude right there. See, he missed it. He missed it. I was on the Crown Peach. I agree with you, though, about the preseason. I agree with you about the preseason rankings.
Yeah. And you know, they never want to make it to where it's streamlined, guys. That's the part about college football, you know, that we talk about all the time, is that they're never going to make it streamlined because look what everybody else is doing. Not even our show, but any other show, like they're talking about it. They get the chatter going, and it's going to be a debate all the way down until it completely gets screwed. But hey,
well, I'd ask all this because I know we're trying to end it, but don't you think that there will still be just as much debate if you have to have the bye, if you get the bye week? Like if you're in the 4 teams of the bye week, like I still think you'd have some debate. But to Brooks's point, I don't think you have the debate of like what we're having.
Right. I'm not worried about the debate. What I'm worried about and what I love about college football, I'm not worried about the debate of 5, 6, whatever down the road. What I'm worried about in college football is this weekend right now between Georgia and Tennessee.
Because I don't
not mattering.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like if you expand any further, it's not going to matter because you're out of your mind if you think 3 SEC teams are not getting 6 of the spots or 3 of the 6 spots. You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind. It's going to be East, West, second best contender.
But you know what I would love
every year.
Even if that happened, I would love to see an SEC school have to travel maybe to Big Ten country in damn December or something crazy.
They're not. They're also, I don't know if they're going to do the home because they're definitely not going to do the like. They're going to have to go to 8 and then maybe promise the first team home. I don't know, guys. College football like commissioners are still trying to figure this out. We're not smart enough to do it.
Well, I definitely don't think Tulane deserves to be playing Alabama if they got in a playoff.
No.
Talk about a cheek clapping. Guys, Tulane, they would put all 85 members of Alabama's roster in prison for the absolute ass beating that Tulane would take.
I thought the ass beating happened in prison.
That would get in. They would play Bama, but if Alabama were to win, I'll put it like that, against LSU. It's not.
Well, I think, Blake, another thing that throws a monkey wrench in that, yes, they would get the cheek clapped, or however you put it. But
cheeks clapped.
Hey, but you know the problem. You know the thing that may happen though.
Can we put a wrap?
Hey,
we
may
got
have
to
a-
wrap
you
it
may
up.
have a
right
Jame-
now. We
you
good.
may have a Jameson Williams incident in that game, which changes the whole everything.
Complexity of everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
people.
where it is.
Last thing is this: shot
All right.
glasses, Arian. We got your 15 that are ordered. They're about to be ordered. We know you want 15 shot glasses, DSL shot glasses. We got you. We got you. Okay. But once again, man, we want to thank Blake. We want to thank Brooks for coming on. A great discussion about real football, and I love it. Man. We appreciate y'all coming on. Make sure everybody on this page go follow them if you're not following them now. Please, and when you come back next show, let us know that you've done that, man. Support the people that help support us, man, because they don't have no problem coming on here. But for Down South Football Podcast, man, we out. I got a flight to catch at 5 a.m. So, hey, I'll see y'all later, man.
Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much.